I am in KTN. Like I said, on the sign language desk is Angel Lois. Now, tonight, KTN investigations have uncovered how over 60,000 metric tons of substandard fuel declared unfit for the market was, get this, secretly supplied to leading oil marketers. Exclusive invoices shows billions billed to companies like Vivo Energy, Total Energies, Robus and others long before the government's ban. Our reporter Vera Mora reveals how the fuel was cleared, blended and pushed into Kenya's pipelines.
On March 27, 2026, an oil tanker MT Paloma carrying more than 60,000 metric tons of petrol docked at Mombasa ports. What looked like a routine delivery was in fact the start of a scandal that has shaken Kenya's fuel industry for the past 20 days. KTN has exclusively obtained invoices of the importer, a Mombasa-based company, One Petroleum Limited, which imported the controversial cargo, billed Kenya's leading oil marketers a staggering 8 billion Kenyan shillings for a single day's supply of petroleum motor spirits. In short, the oil that had been declared bad for the market was eventually supplied to leading oil marketers in the country and was already in the pipelines. So who is fooling who? On April 7th, Energy Cabinet Secretary Opiyo Wandayi issued a firm directive that One Petroleum Limited was to remove its controversial fuel consignment from the country immediately, and oil marketers were ordered not to pay the invoices, and the company was directed to withdraw all the bills and issue credit notes instead. KTN can now reveal that One Petroleum had already dispatched a wave of invoices to Kenya's biggest oil marketers on March 28th, before the government's ban. Documents in our possession show Vivo Energy faced multiple invoices totaling to over 2.2 billion Kenyan shillings. Total Energies was billed more than 1.85 billion Kenyan shillings across 3 invoices. Rubis Energy was hit with 2 bills worth 1.2 billion Kenyan shillings combined. Petrol Oil received a single invoice of 429 million. Astral Petrol Company Limited was invoiced 345 million Kenyan shillings for 1,735 tons. Galana Energies, 255 million Kenyan shillings for 1,285 tons. Lake Oil, 260 million Kenyan shillings for 1.3 tons, among others. The pricing is the most visible detail of the oil deal. According to Wandayi, the consignment was invoiced at approximately 190,000 Kenyan shillings per metric ton, compared to 140,000 Kenyan shillings per metric ton under Kenya's government-to-government G2G fuel import arrangement. On a 60,000 metric ton cargo, that overcharge totals approximately to 3.5 billion Kenyan shillings. The total value of the MT Paloma consignment has been estimated at up to 11.8 billion Kenyan shillings. More documents reveal that the trade CS Lee Kinyanjui authorized the oil on 28th, the same day One Petroleum issued its invoices. Despite failing quality tests, the MT Paloma fuel was cleared for distribution. The cargo entered the Kenya pipeline system and was released to marketers. The DCI has since expanded its investigation. If found guilty, suspects could face economic sabotage charges for colluding to import fuel that breached Kenya Bureau of Standards limits. Vera Mora, KTN.
Now, moving forward, Kenya's